Discovering the reasons why things are the way they are now is one of the most fascinating aspects of travel. Here are 10 truths about the world that, despite their seeming absurdity, have been proven to be real, from bizarre phenomena to buried mysteries. Number 1. In the Sahara Desert, it snows. In 2018, the unthinkable occurred when a white snowfall enveloped the Sahara Desert. The snow, meanwhile, was barely present for a day before melting in the blazing heat. The first snowfall ever observed was a 30-minute snowstorm in 1979. Even when it gets down to freezing during the night, there isn't nearly enough moisture for any snow to form. But who knows? On your subsequent journey to the Sahara, you could be fortunate enough to see it. Number 2. Coca-Cola is only absent from 2 of the world's countries. You might believe that Coca-Cola is a product that can be found anywhere in the world, but North Korea and Cuba have been under long-standing U.S. trade embargoes since 1950 and 1962, respectively. North Korea has created its own dark-colored beverage, though. They refer to it as Cocoa Sparkling or Ryongjan Cola. Does it have the same amazing taste as the other product, despite having similar red packaging and a cursive font? If you've tried it, let us know in the comments. Number 3. The largest number of pyramids are in Sudan. Did you know that Sudan also has pyramids? Pyramids and Egypt are practically synonyms. There are 255 pyramids in Nubia, an area of Sudan. This is more than Egypt has. The Nubian pharaohs who had ruled Egypt's 25th dynasty escaped to Sudan and established the Kushite kingdom there, bringing elements of Egyptian civilization with them. Out of the 4 main locations, Jebel Barkal offers the greatest rewards. The well-preserved pyramids there are situated next to a small mountain. Just before dusk, ascend the mountain for breathtaking Nile views. Number 4. In its river is Colombia's most brilliant rainbow. Rainbows are typically found in the sky, but the Caucristales, also referred to as the River of 5 Colors, shines brighter than any of them. This magnificent river, which can be found in Colombia's Serrano de la Macarena National Natural Park, receives its many hues from a plant called Macarenia clavidura, which grows in the riverbed. The best time to go is from May to November when the river weeds are in bloom and turn shades of yellow, blue, green, and red. Since the waters are shallower at this time of year, more sunlight can reach the plants, giving them brighter hues. Number 5. Previously, the Sahara Desert was a tropical rainforest. The Sahara again? Trust me, this one's extra cool. The Sahara Desert is renowned for being the hottest desert in the entire globe. However, this arid region was a lush rainforest with dense flora and heavy rainfall just 6,000 years ago. Future generations might see the Sahara in full bloom, even though we did not. If the planet is still around in 10,000 years, the Sahara may appear very different due to the same ongoing weather changes. Number 6. Machu Picchu is an earthquake-proof city. In Peru, this historic Inca settlement sits atop 2 fault lines. This means that earthquakes were a known occurrence. How did they manage to survive it then? In actuality, the Incans invented an ingenious method of construction known as ashlar masonry, in which boulders are carved to precisely fit together without cement. As a result, the stones could move during an earthquake and then return to their original placements. Number 7. From Alaska to Russia, you could walk on ice. The Bering Strait separates Russia from Alaska. You can travel across when it freezes over in the winter. The shortest distance is 3.8 kilometers. However, just because something is conceivable doesn't imply it's authorized or secure, since the ice below may shift and the ocean winds are quite cold. Two intrepid travelers left Alaska in 2006 to walk across the frozen trail. Before being jailed in Russia for breaking immigration regulations, they traveled 90 kilometers in 15 days. Number 8. China only has one time zone. If the sun rises and sets at the same time for everyone, having one time zone is acceptable. However, people in Xinjiang are just starting to view the sunset as Beijing gets ready for bed at midnight. That's very bizarre considering that China has 6 different time zones and is almost as big as the US. Interesting enough, Beijing time wasn't always the default in China. Chairman Mao Zedong's decision to adopt Beijing Standard Time in the interest of national harmony came only in 1949. There were 5 recognized time zones that were between 5.5 and 8.5 hours past Greenwich Mean Time prior to that, in 1912. Fortunately, the Chinese only experience a minor hardship while adjusting to one time zone. Travelers who want to trek through China should be aware that their body clocks can become slightly disturbed. Number 9. The Golden Gate Bridge in San Francisco speaks. One of the more recent facts about the world is this. In opposition to several changes made to the bike path railings, San Francisco's iconic Golden Gate Bridge began raising concerns in June 2020. Literally. High gusts apparently blew through the new handrails, according to city officials. When there is less wind resistance on the bridge, users are safer. Since the sound indicates that powerful winds are flowing freely through the bridge, it is a favorable indication. Number 10. In Sri Lanka, you can go on a safari. There are other places closer to home where you may go on safari that are less expensive and have their own great wildlife, so Kenya is not the only option. Asia's very own safari is located in lovely Sri Lanka, less than 4 hours away. You can see elephants, leopards, and even aquatic birds in Yala National Park's Vest Plains. The yearly sightings of blue whales in their migration are another interesting Sri Lankan fact. Watch the largest animals in the world consume krill in the southern coast between December and April. The whales frequently congregate around Marissa. Why not stop by the town before your safari experience and go whale watching while you're on your way to Yala National Park?